what's up guys? So I figured I'd do a kind of a fun video just for today. Been thinking about this topic. The topic is, what is your favorite guitar or your favorite guitars? And I'd love to hear what your favorite guitars or guitars are. So leave a video response if you'd like, and let's just get started. This first specimen is my ESP Viper. I've done a video review on this. I'll actually put this in the link to that review in the description box, although that review is pretty old. It's just an all-around awesome guitar. This guitar I use with my band At My Weapons. This is my main guitar for that band. Just a killer kind of SG on steroids, as I like to kind of think of it as. But we have our basic kind of 2-volume set, or 1-volume, 1-tone setup through a toggle switch. The pickups are actually PRS, vintage bass in the neck, and hot fat screams, HFS in the bridge. I added this pick guard because the way I play, I'd scratch the crap out of the wood, and I think it looks a little bit cooler. Didn't want to screw in the pick guard itself. Actually just kind of fits in here. It's kind of nice. So no modifications needed for that. Ebony fretboard, 24 frets. I kind of wish it was, well, I kind of go back and forth. So I like 24 frets, I do, but if you go between the 24 fret guitar and the 22 fret guitar, it's kind of hard when you're playing stuff up here. I usually just hit the 22nd fret most of the time, so this is a little extra for me. I mean, just a kick-ass guitar all around. I love this thing. Stays in tune very well. Check out the back. Like I said, I've reviewed this before, but I have since added this awesome penguin sticker with the bow tie. Move the strap button from the back right here, and I use a suede or leather strap, and it really helps the balance. There's no balance issues now. Nice fat neck. Spurzle locking tuners. Love this guitar. And not all guitars do well in lower tunings. This is tuned down to D standard. I use some fatter strings, so it's basically just like an 11, the top end of an 11 set mixed with the bottom end of a 12 set. I forgot what the exact gauges are, but yeah, ESP Viper gets a big thumbs up. Alright, so continuing on with the ESP theme. This is an ESP Traditional, which is the precursor to the Vintage Plus guitar. Actually, this is pretty much the same specs as the Vintage Plus, but I think just a year prior to them naming it Vintage Plus. They might have a different trim system or tremolo. But the current Vintage Pluses are a little bit different. A lot of those are kind of the sort of pre-worn distress finish guitars, which I think are cool, but not really for me. This one is actually distressed just from being played. But I think this one's maybe a 1995, 1996, around that time. Probably an older body, not totally sure. Maple neck, very pretty inlays, kind of the sort of ESP kind of like small inlays, which I think look great on the maple fretboard. They did not put a truss rod adjustment right here. They wanted to be vintage. That was stupid of them, I think, because this is actually more of a modern feeling guitar than like an old school Strat necessarily. The previous owner put DiMarzio area pickups in it, which I like. Typical Strat setup, nothing unusual. But yeah, like I said, the pain in the ass truss rod adjustment, you have to take the neck off, and the paint ends up chipping, as you can see right there, which really sucks. We got the typical spring setup right there in the back. No back plate with the sort of this is, I think, something the ESP did with the kind of tilted heel and this little sort of contour to allow for better high up access. Cool skunk stripe, which I like a lot, and also with the Spurzle locking tuners. This is actually my favorite Strat I have, and I have a Eric Johnson Strat as well as an American Deluxe Strat. But for whatever reason, this guy is taking the #1 spot. I could probably sell one of those because I don't need 3 Strats, but you kind of get attached to guitars. Alright, so this is my Switchback Country Boy. There you go, there's the beautiful neck on this thing. This is the only guitar I have that I can think of that I currently own that I chose all the specs on. Like, I actually, aside from the body shape, I chose the wood, the finish, the pick guard, the pickup configuration, the knob configuration, the wood of the neck, all that kind of stuff, and it turned out great. If you guys don't know about Switchback, this is a small builder. The guy's name is Mike Package. He has an awesome name. He builds guitars by himself. He did this for me. He kept in contact with me over the phone or over internet, over the email. I can't speak today, and which is awesome to work with. I highly recommend him. He's getting kind of busy now, but if you want a custom guitar in the vein of sort of like a Telly, he kind of does his own kind of shape. But this is his Country Boy. He does a Strat called the City Boy, a Strat shape, and he also has one called the Mira, which it's on order for me. It's sort of like a Jazz Master shape. So I chose a P90 in the neck with a humbucker in the bridge. It's a great combination. This is a really awesome 6-screw trim that he uses, and man, I love this tremolo. And we have volume, tone, push-pull pot right here that splits that guy. 3-way switch that I actually got him to send me an angled switch plate to help for switching because I want to start using this guitar with my band. Swamp Ash body, sort of a vintage blonde finish. Has the truss rod adjustment right here. It's the wheel, which is the easiest truss adjustment I've ever used. Flame maple neck, really cool headstock design. It kind of reminds me of like I don't know, more artsy, but definitely a very unique, but sort of also vintage looking headstock. So no back plate on this, and we have sort of the same kind of contour neck joint situation for higher access up here, and a beautiful flame maple neck as well. Just a killer flame on this. Beautiful neck. It just feels great to play. The back of the headstock, or the tuners, not my favorite. These are just the Goto vintage tuners. I'm not a big fan of these. Just not a fan, but they look great. So in the future, I'd get something different. And I also would love to have 22 frets as opposed to 21. But aside from that, guys, this guitar is a-okay with me. This is the Switchback Country Boy. Convenient, but this is my G&L ASAC Classic Blues Boy. This is just a kick-ass guitar in general. It sort of goes the opposite direction as the Switchback guitar, the Country Boy, with a humbucker in the neck position and a single coil in the bridge like those old Telecasters. But what caught my eye on this guitar is got the F hole. It's a sort of thin line Telly kind of thing, which I didn't have one, and I really wanted one, and it really made the guitar kind of special. So we have your typical Telly control layout. This has a whatever the sort of bridge position single coil that Gino popped in here, and then I think a Seth Lover Duncan, which is great. Just really great tones on this thing. Very nice. Really nice finish. Has natural binding. I originally wanted a maple neck version of this, but ended up with this one. But I'm very happy. I'm more of a maple neck guy, but I think having the rosewood kind of just something different, you know. So taking a look at the back, I believe this is an ash body all around. I'm not sure if it's swamp ash or what. I think. So don't quote me on that. I may be wrong. Really cool maple neck. Your typical tuners. I guess your Gino vintage tuners. Nothing special. But I need to do a video review on this guitar because this is such a cool guitar, and I think I will soon. Alright guys, last but not least, you know I had to throw in some Gibson love today. This is my ES-137 guitar. I use this guitar probably the most just by default because I use this to teach with and for my jazz guitar explorations. This is just, I mean, it's hard to explain, but you know, I've just bonded with this guitar. Got this on Craigslist for a steal and really like it. This one has this weird baritone switch that just makes the guitar sound worse as you go down, so I just keep it in the off position, and I took away the big round gold sort of disc that I just thought was unsightly. Your kind of typical setup, like a Les Paul 2 humbuckers, 2 pneumatic bridge, tailpiece, all that good stuff. 3-way switch up here. Semi-hollow. We got a nice big block of wood going through here for the pickups. And then it's hollow on the sides. So not as big of a deal with feedback. Ebony fretboard. Awesome diamond inlays. Very cool diamond headstock like a Les Paul custom. Stuff like that. But yeah, like I said, this is my #1 guitar I play the most. Alright, so taking a look at the back, it's a nice pretty flame. It's going to look a little bit more flamey in the video than it appears in person, just by nature of the lighting, I'm assuming. And it also looks a little bit lighter here with the burst, but it's a little bit darker in person. Plenty of scratches and dings and whatnot, because, you know, like I said, I teach with this guitar, so Grover tuners work pretty well. The body, maple, I think the next mahogany. So just a great guitar all around. Alright guys, so thanks for watching the video. Please leave a video response with your favorite guitar or guitars. I'd love to see what those are. So thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you next time.